Hello everyone, welcome back to another update video on Sherry Aweber's story, the light novel series that I'm currently working on. Now honestly, for me it's felt like quite a while since I made a video for Sherry Aweber's story, so I thought, you know what, I'll sit down here at the start of November, 3rd of November, it's still the start, and I'd actually start talking more a bit about Sherry Aweber's story. So, as you may have noticed, there's nothing new as of right now. Because, like, legit, last month, it was like, I only got the concept for the logo done. And that was just easy. Like, I think that took, like, 2 days for the artist to do. Like, it wasn't even that long. And so I already made the video on that. And there was not really any, like, lore things I could say about it. Like, I couldn't make other videos based on the logo. I also didn't make any new music during October, so there wasn't anything for that. I've just been, just kind of doing what I could. But with that being said, there are new concepts on the way, particularly for characters that have already been done, but I won't mention who these two characters are yet. But I will say I literally just got off the Fiverr page right there messaging an artist after trying to message another artist that hasn't really gotten back to me, so I'm just going to have to keep moving on. But other than that, actually, I will mention this before moving on to the next point. I'm going to try and not just leave the concept pieces to being just like once a month. I want to try, if possible, to at least maybe get 2 done this month. And even when those 2 are done, I'd like to actually start like finalizing like what artists I should go for when designing like various aspects of Sherry Aweber's story volume 1. So I mean obviously like the front cover of the book, the back of the book, the neck of the book I think it's called, and then like the other pictures in the book if I do decide to actually keep like the pictures I'm thinking about in the book itself. And I will say as much, that is kind of up in the air right now, but what I will say is I think I am going to actually put an afterword in after all this time. So once I'm done recording this, I might actually go write that afterward, or at least write the title afterward, and then actually wait until like the volume's near finished, and then actually write it out, look it over, and then go from there. And the reason I say all this is because I'm actually looking into self-publishing Sherry Aweber's story volume 1. And the reason I'm looking into self-publishing is just because like I feel like if I could keep most of the rights and stuff to myself for Sherry Aweber's story and whatnot, and I could just do it myself, then I want to see how that goes. Obviously that means I'm going to have to like advertise myself and all that sort of stuff, but again, we'll just see how it goes, honestly, because I don't really know if there's going to be any like Irish like publishing company that's going to look at something that's anime related and be like, yeah, no, we don't really like that. I still kind of feel like there would be a stigma against it, but hey, that's just me, honestly. And it's just me being greedy, wanting to hold on to like all the rights for myself. But I don't know, man. I just feel like for whatever reason, like if I give the rights away to Joseph Flower and all that's it. That's the end. Like there's nothing else I could do, and then I become a slave to that company. Whereas if I self-publish, I can actually choose to like how often I want to work and how much I want to work. There's no pressure to get it out unless like Sherry Aweber's story pops off and I'm like, oh god, I actually need to get volume 2 done as quick as I can. Now the reason I mentioned self-publishing in the first place is because recently I've been aware or made aware of this program by Amazon or Kindle, well, same company, just different name, and it's like a self-publishing portal where you can like basically like fill out a bunch of details, and then you can share like revenue with them and whatnot, but they don't like, the main takeaway from it is they don't like own the rights to your book at all. They basically just want to be able to like mass produce your book and put it out there, like. So it is interesting, and there obviously are other services that do the same thing, like obviously Google would do something like that as well, and Apple. I don't know how many I should even sign up for if I do initially do this, but yeah, anyway, that's probably going to be a while. That's definitely 2023 talk I'm on about now, but just thought I'd mention that now to let everybody know, like, that's my kind of plan right now. To basically self-publish and do, like, get ebooks put out of Sherry Aweber's story volume 1. And plus, if I do it through some of them, like I know the Amazon one, they actually do print out the books as well, which is like a pretty cool sentiment. So I wouldn't have to worry about like, going to a book printing company myself and be like, oh yeah, I need this amount, and like, oh well, we can only do this amount, and you have to then hold on to all them books physically and store them probably and all that, and it's just a big headache that I just don't want to go through. So yeah, that's where that is. One little thing I just want to mention before we continue on, basically talk about the channel now, is the fact that I might need to redo Joe's Night Flyer's profile in the future. So as you may know already, I already did a video based on like Joe's Night Flyer's profile, you know, give him the name, age, and all that sort of stuff. I may need to redo that, because there have been a few changes in the story, like as I've been writing it, and just a few different thoughts flowed through my head. I'm like, actually, I'll go with that instead of what I've put out already. So yeah, just in case anybody wonders like where the Joe's Night Flyer profile picture or profile video goes, it's probably gone because like I wanted to make a new one. So yeah, don't be surprised if a video just disappears. Right, on to more lighter news. Basically yesterday, all 4 of my channels have gotten new URLs and a handle. So no longer is this channel tied to what it used to be, the Night Flyer. Like the URL off the top of my head was www.youtube.com/c/the Night Flyer. Now it's obviously youtube.com/ / and then @ Sherry Aweber story, and the S, A, and S again are all capitalized as well. If you look in the description, I probably already have like said subscribe to the channel, and you'll just see the link down there. And obviously the @ for the channel is Sherry Aweber story too. So yeah, we've completely cut ties now from like what this channel used to be. We can finally move on being Sherry Aweber story, which is kind of nice, you know. So people don't look at the URL and be confused. Like they're like, wait, this says the Night Flyer. That's not Sherry Aweber story, you know. But yeah, other than that, I love the way I was like move on to lighthearted news, and now we're going to kind of go into like not really dark news. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like the channel itself, like Sherry Aweber story, will probably soon like not be as frequent as it is now. And the only reason it's been frequent is because there's still been a lot of shorts that have like yet to come out. Like as of right now, I think there's only like 3 or 4 days, maybe even 5 days if we're lucky, left of shorts coming out. And obviously there's this video itself, which I don't know if I'm going to upload this like the day I make this, or if I'm going to like just upload this after all the shorts have come out. But like eventually the channel will go silent, don't worry. Like Sherry Aweber story isn't going anywhere, it's just I've run out of content to put out onto this channel in particular, because all the content from the other channels were still uploading to this channel and premiered. So yeah, don't worry about that. Now after going through all this, can I really say like when volume 1 is coming out? I don't know. Like I still think it's plausible that volume 1 could come out in 2023. I just can't guarantee like even the season yet of when volume 1 for Sherry Aweber story will come out. Because even when I've done all the artwork that's needed for the book, when I've polished it to Kingdom Come, because even now I'm just taking a break from polishing it because, oh my god, it's just like, you know, you just gotta give yourself a break from it. Like, sure, I love Sherry Aweber story, but I think I know too much now about volume 1, like, so like I think I need to just calm down a bit and then come back into it and go again. Like I've legit been like writing away more on like volume 14.5 just because it's like something different to do that relates to Sherry Aweber story. And obviously recording this video is something different too. But yeah, hopefully I can just get my head down, especially because I don't know if I mentioned it on the Sherry Aweber story channel before, but I am going to be basically quitting YouTube, like the Joe's Night Flyer channel, Joe's Night Flyer's Clips channel and all that, and my Twitch channel, Joe's Night Flyer as well. I'm going to be like lowering the amount of stuff I do for that, so basically it's just going to be non-existent on Joe's Night Flyer. I'm not going to stream probably at all, honestly, because even now I'm not really streaming as much. I just don't really feel like doing it anymore. And the Clips channel still has videos going up, so like I'm not really going to bother with that. That's just going to do itself basically. The archives channel is kind of good, and obviously this channel is where I'll focus most of my attention in the future. So hopefully with a lot of this redirected focus, I can actually like do a lot more for Sherry Aweber story than I have previously, and hopefully come up with more ideas for Sherry Aweber story. Like not even just waiting for concepts to make more videos. Like maybe I could do like, I don't know, just some other kind of thing. Maybe even like read out the blurb maybe for volume 1 at some point. Because I don't even know if I've done that. I might have done that actually during Attention Publishers, but I'd have to go back and check. But yeah, by the way, Attention Publishers is a really good video if you want to know a lot of information about Sherry Aweber's story inadvertently, so yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening to this update video. Hopefully the next time I do an update, it'll probably be near like maybe halfway through this month, maybe the end of the month, where I talk about like the concepts and all that. But yeah, if you do like this video, make sure to like it, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, and hit the bell if you do so desire. If you have any other ideas for Sherry Aweber's story and what I can do to get Volume 1 out sooner than later, then please let me know below. Other than that, thank you again so much for listening.